Alrighty, I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Can you believe it? Happy weekend to you. Hope all is well in your world. You had a great week. I'm recovering, feeling better and better and better. So, thank you guys for all your love and all your prayers and energy. I felt it, and almost 100%. Almost. Before we get into everything, let me just get my desktop set up real quick here, and we will get into stuff. All right. Just stretch that out. Change that to live chat. Move this over here. Move that over there. All right. I think we're good. So, before we get started, let's just take a big deep breath. And when we do, come back to this moment. Think of something that you're grateful for right here, right now, and thank the Creator for it. That immediately raises our love vibration. And it, you know, uh, opens us up and makes us ready to receive messages from Spirit. So let us start with that. So, big deep breath in and gratitude. Beautiful. And then, of course, we always begin, or we have for quite a while, with a singing bowl. And as I hit the singing bowl, just imagine love emanating from your heart, that eternal, powerful essence of the Creator, the unconditional love, and have it just roll out into your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your energetic body, and then fill up and flow out to the world, letting it do whatever it wants to do out there in the world out there. All right. So here we go. I'll hit it 3 times. That was loud, sorry. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that. Just put it over here. Alrighty. So hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Don't know where the week went. Flew by. Whoosh. I think this year is going to be like fast like last year, right? It's already the 10th of January. Thought it was just the first. Zhoosh. So, if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. We've got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor. So, we always have room for more beautiful souls. So, welcome. Um, just briefly, how the free readings work. All the readings I do first come, first serve down the chat. There is no special list. The chat is it. All you do is put your question out there, and And if you don't want to put your specific details out there, you can ask for a general reading because spirit knows all. And so we'll pull usually 1 to 2 cards for the free readings. So we'll get some answers for you there. And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I prioritize those readings, meaning I step out of the free readings. Also, dive deeper. I pull more cards for those. So if you're looking for a deeper message, a donation of any kind will do that. You can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. We do have the PayPal, Cash App, Square, and there's another one, but they're listed there. So if you want to make it that way, and there's no set dollar amount, whatever you feel from your heart is the perfect amount, because I know everyone's finances and cost of living differs from person to person, country to country, state to state, and all over the world. So whatever you give from your heart is the perfect amount there. After that, my YouTube channel members, you'll see their names in green with little badges. Their free readings get second priority over donations. And then I go into the free readings as much as we can. And so shout out here. We've got Johanna is here. Hello, Johanna, and Faith and Love, and Nelia, and Moonlight as well. So hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Those are all my YouTube channel members that are here so far. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, no, it's not. Hey, everybody. So we had a new Zen Bite. I have Zen Bites that come out every Friday. This is number 2. We started at the beginning of the year. So if you haven't checked that out, they're little just snippets, like really short videos, giving us Zen wisdom on how to get back to our Zen or to keep our Zen. So this one was about feelings are flags. So be sure to check that out. I also have Zen gates, and we have some full moon reading will be coming out tomorrow morning. So I've got a bunch of different videos that I'm going to be having each month. And if you go to my main page at the very top, it says new for 2025, has all the playlists that are there. My YouTube channel members do have advanced access to all the ones that I pre-record. And after being sick for a couple weeks, I am feeling better and better, but I'm starting to play catch up. So YouTube channel members are going to start to see a bunch of, like, I just put out the quest for January 20th. So you guys will have access to that right now. Everyone else will have it on that day. So boom, boom, boom. Here we go. What else? What else? Oh, we had a winner. That was a little secret. Let me see. Will this this is going to be too much? No, perfect. So here is the video that talks about who the winner was last Monday. And then there's on this video, it tells you how to get into a drawing. I'm going to have a drawing every week for a free reading, personal reading from me. It's a recorded reading, not live like this, but you send me your questions. I pull cards and I send it to you. And I was sneaky on my 2025 energy forecast reading videos. There's 12 of them. Somewhere in those videos, it talked about, hey, if you listened to this, you can enter a drawing. This is how. So there you go. That's all I'm going to say. But I will have a drawing each week for all of January, and then the final one on the first Monday in February. So it's not too late to enter. All right. I think that is everything. I'm going to be using this beautiful Storyteller's Tarot this eve, and I've got some other little oracle little things here and there. We never know if we'll do that and pull from there. So let's get into the readings. Thank you guys again for all the well wishes. I see all your wonderful messages here. So hello. In fact, I'm going to have some of my hibiscus tea. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. Okay. So we will start with the donation. So I've got a few here. So we've got Brenda, you'll be up first, my dear. And then Johanna, sleepy Johanna. And then Moonlight. And then we do have here Amazing Grace. And then let me just look at timestamps here. Um, After that, we will have Sarah. Let me see here if you put. So if that is your name via Z PayPal, you are up after that. And then Nelia and back to Moonlight and then back to Nelia. So we bouncing back and forth. Uh, Woken up from her slumber. That's great. All right, so let's get started. So Brenda, thank you so much for your donation and the unicorn, the rainbow unicorn. And so you'd like a general reading for you and the billy goat, the Capricorn. You're fixing things. Oh, and he's acting different with you. Thoughts, feelings, and where is the relationship uh, ship headed, even though you have an idea. Oh, okay. So let's take a look here. So a general reading. So the Billy and just kind of where things are headed as well. Like I want that one. I do want that one. Well, I want those two first, but I really wanted that one. Okay. All righty. Well, the bottom of the deck, you do have the Four of Swords, which is it's peace of mind and mental stability. It feels like things have, at least in their mind, their Capricorn mind, have leveled off a little bit. However, well, we'll look at these other cards because there's something about each of our even number minor arcana. When we get a good balanced number, it means we've gone through something to get to the next stage of balance, right? So we went through the Three of Swords, which is heartache and disappointment and all that kind of stuff. And then we get to a Four of Swords. And we're balanced out. But then comes the Five of Swords, which again takes us into conflict of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets to give us freedom to take us to the Six, which is a flowing number. Then we go into the Seven, which is more, stuff being brought up to be processed and removed to bring us more freedom, to bring us into flow again. So our journeys of humanity, if you've seen this pattern in your life, is feels like a roller coaster, but it's all about stages and steps. Each odd number step brings us something that helps bring us to the next step. And that's what it's all about. So I feel like there is this, I don't want to say calm before a storm, but mentally for him, he's reached kind of like a peaceful moment. So we got that here. Yeah, we have the Six of Coins and the Seven of Scepter. Seven of Wands is what that is. Seven of Wands is there is still this desire for them to be true to their authentic self, not want to be caged. They want equal giving and receiving. And this comes back to those thoughts that they have around, all right, I think I can give you what I think you want, but that doesn't mean they get what you want because you're kind of wanting to fly by the seat of your pants a little bit and just grow and kind of be open um, in the journey, right? Knowing that there's unforeseen things with your Aquarius rebel energy of I don't like that role, let's change it. But Capricorn energy, they like that structure. So I feel like they're in, and I almost feel like they're in a false sense of, okay, I think I know what you want, and I think I can give that. We'll see. Yeah. Well, we have the Eight of Spikes, which is good. Eight of Swords, which is again in one of those even number ones where they're realizing a lot of their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. that don't serve him, those that made him feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted. So there's a little bit of flow. Maybe you're rubbing off on him, you're giving them some good. Um, Aquarian, those are old ways and outdated. Let's move forward and, you know, make it up as we go along, kind of energy. Well, we have the King of Hearts, which is a good King of Cups energy. It's the balancing between the head and the heart. Excuse me. So it's a positive card. It's a positive emotion. Um, and because we're looking into, I feel like I'm tapping into the Billy Goat's energy. It's like this little confidence of, I think I'm compatible for you. I think I'm a good match for you. So, hey, what are you gonna do with that, right? So let's see where this heads here. I feel like that's what these next ones are. Let me give me some space here. Because it was these and then these. Okay. Yeah. See, we do have the uh, Justice card. These three cards came out together. You got the Justice card here, which is the balancing out of their thoughts and their beliefs, right? Usually that's like the Ace of Swords it's hanging from, which is all that thinking, but they're balancing out, seeing things from a different perspective, cutting away again some of this old thinking that's here. Yeah. And we have the Three of Wands, which is about changing direction. Here's this Aquarius energy. Coming in here. So there is that influence. You Aquarius energy, the water bear, pouring out the water in a different way. Yeah, even with the Two of Hearts, the Two of Cups. So here's that partnership, that relationship. And I feel like they're really getting a grasp a little bit here on, that yeah, we can't figure out everything. And it's what's gonna, get any couple through anything is their relationship with each other and their trust with each other. And I feel like that's the kind of energy that's coming in here. Yeah, you got the Knight of Coins. It is the Knight of Pentacles. All right, we'll move forward, but let's move slowly. So, well, I feel like they're like, okay, we can do this, but let's not sprint at first. Let's start off slow in that direction. Let me get used to it. I kind of feel that energy that's coming in. Yeah. And then, like I said, the Four of Spikes comes the Five of Spikes. So there is going to be some conflict that comes up, and that's okay, because that's inevitable in any relationship where you have different ways of looking at things. But I like the Page of Spikes on the bottom too, which is seeing things from a heightened perspective, a new perspective, um, and learning to communicate, I feel, is an important thing. So when things start to get wonky and freaky, and I get scared or you get scared, this is how we communicate. So it's very important, I feel like, for you guys to develop communication. But it does feel as if that he wants to go, all right, I think we can do this. But in a way, I feel like there's a little false, you know, he's uh, kind of seeing it as more like there used to be these many roles, and he goes, okay, well, if there's only these many, we can do that. But you're like, no, there's really only this many, but we'll get there. Right? You're like, okay, yeah, we can deal with that, knowing that you're going to try to whittle them down to even less. If that makes sense. So that is what's coming up there for you, Brenda. Let me see here. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, thank you. I am having a great week, evening here. Oh, very intense. Ooh. You won't make things difficult on him? That's funny. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, because, all of humanity, eventually we get sick and tired of, trying to live up to all these expectations anyway, because we realize that's not who we are, right? So I like that. So very nice. And we're in Capricorn season, so we're in their season, and Yeah. When we just give love, that's the answer to everything is, expectations suck the life out of things and bring in more lack. But when we focus on giving love, more love expands. Isn't that cool just how simple it all is? But I love that for you. So that's what they have right now, Brenda. So thank you again so much for your donation and enjoy your adventure. All right. And then Johanna, Johanna might still be awake. Thank you for your donation and your black kitty cat. And so you want to know, how does M feel about you guys making plans? All right. Let's scroll down here, see was there anything else here. Nope, you are indeed awake for a momentito. All right, let's take a look here. So how does M feel about you guys making plans? All right. All right. So what is, oh, no, these are all on that side. What is going on here? So I feel like these two here. No, all right. Yeah. Because we've got the little balancing in the middle. We got the justice card here, which is like right here smack in, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. How do they feel about it? Well, in one hand this, on their hand that. And here's the two hands. Got three cards on either side to find out what is on both sides here. The bottom of the deck, they do have the three of scepters, the three of wands. That three of wands energy on the bottom of the deck just say that it feels like a change of direction. And this isn't normally the three of wands is someone changing direction because of new information. But this feels like, whoa, like they're realizing, was there a switch? Was there a change? They feel like there's been a change in the air. Uh, and they think it's a change in you, but of course their perceptions are all from what happened inside of them. But they're like, whoa, what does this happen? What's this change that's coming in here? So let's see. On one side, yeah, okay. Yeah, they do see here it's a new opportunity with the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Coins that's opening up in the physical world. They do have the Nine of Hearts, a lot of joy and even what feels like excitement, like emotional dream come true. Kind of a hope energy that comes in here. And the Emperor energy, the Aries, um, uh, it's decision making, it's action energy. So that's what I feel like on one side of the scale, it's like, wow, is this going to be it? Are we going to, is there going to be movement? Is this a new opportunity? Is it going to open up? And is this going to go where I want it, where I think I wanted it to go, kind of energy. So there's that hope and that excitement that's there. Now let's see the other side. You're like, no, 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 that's enough. No, we have to. Well, we got lion, more fire energy. So the Leo energy, the strength card here. We got the King of Scepters, the King of Wands, more fiery passion energy, and then the Two of Spikes, indecision and their fears holding back all of this. At first I was like, gosh, what's this going to be with this all this fire energy on this side. This side feels like love and dreamy, and this one is like action, passion. But then, you know, um, the Two of Spikes, the Two of Swords is like their brain is battling their heart and their passions, going, "Oh no, no, no! We know what happens when you get fired up. You destroy things, rawr, um, and so that makes sense that on one side they got this hope and on this other side there's tentativeness and what if this what if this um, ruins things, right? And so we have that. That's what you're feeling too. Yeah, so it makes sense here that that is unfolding, and especially with this three of wands. Normally it isn't. It's Aquarius, you know, constellation here, and it's like the rebel, right? The wanting to go against the grain, uh, do things differently, and so there is that, you know, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on here? Right. So, that's where they're coming from here. And then they're going back and forth between it all. But below the surface, when you really, you know, if you can get their brain, and if you're feeling this way too, if you guys can both just get out of your heads and to see how you're really feeling in your heart and your energetic attraction and everything that's there like that, you would see that, oh, there's, why make it so complicated? Just see where it goes. Don't need to attach to outcomes, don't need to um, expect things and what does this mean? What does that mean? Get out of our head of the stories and just get into our heart of being and enjoying and just seeing where things go. We don't always have to know where it's going to end up, right? Enjoy the adventure. And I feel like that's some good advice for both of you. If you can, if you can give that to them, going, don't stress. Let's not worry about everything. We don't have to figure it all out. Let's just get to know each other and enjoy each other and enjoy the adventures. And if it grows into something, it grows into something. If we grow apart, we grow apart. We'll live through it, but let's enjoy the moments and not ruin the moments by, already, sucking the life out of it with fear and expectations, right? So I like that for you. So that is what they have right now for you, Johanna. Thank you again for your donation. And now you can go to sleep if you want. All right. Many blessings to you. All righty. And then we are up to, I think, let's see here. I think so. Moonlight, I think you got in just before Mason Grace made their donation because you guys were like right in neck and neck here. So Moonlight, and then we'll jump over to Amazing Grace. So Moonlight, your first one up. Thank you for that donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And you wanted to know ours thoughts and feelings about you. All right. So let's give these a shuffle. Let's step into ours energy right now, their thoughts and feelings about you. So, of course, always when we're jumping into looking in, we're over there in their mind, in their emotions. That has to do with what's going on inside them. We don't see the world clearly. So, just when we're looking at it, realize this is about what's happening inside their head, first of all, with their thoughts. And then here's their heart. So let's take a look here and see what's going on in there. Bottom of the deck, bottom energy is Six of Hearts, which is like one of my past life cards. So just I mean, you guys have got these past life connections. We might have talked about them already. We might have you know, mentioned that this draw that you guys have for one another, and that you get it more, you, because of your moonlight energy, right? You've got this understanding of this, these emotions that run below the surface, that flow out like a river out of the Akashic records, but we sometimes don't really recognize it in our humanity until we get more aware and more quiet and still, and we feel the emotions below the surface. So that is there. So just and we'll look at their emotions here in a sec. But let's zero in on what are their thoughts right now towards you. Okay. We've got We've got some pentacles energy here with the coins. We've got the four of coins, which is stability in the outside world. And the five of coins, though, are these, uh, I would say, thoughts, but it's fear of lack, fear of not being enough, fear of not having enough. On one side with the four of coins, I'm getting this thinking of home, and they're like, wow, I could just really see how, you know, this energy around you that feels like home, that can feel like, comfortable. And this makes sense with the Six of Hearts too, because when we meet someone with a past life connections, we just kind of this comfortability because of this knowingness that's flowing below the surface. We don't know why it feels that way sometimes, because sometimes it's meeting someone right brand new, and you're like, God, I was so comfortable. I told them stuff I didn't tell anyone else. That's the kind of stuff that could happen. But they have these beliefs and these thoughts and lack and falling short, not being enough, fear of abandonment, being left behind. And this all isn't reflective of you. This is reflected in the mirror that you are from their childhood, right? So, um, obviously, they're thinking it's important. Otherwise, they wouldn't care, of being abandoned. Like, if I don't care about whether I'm with someone or not, then I'm like, I can take them or leave them. I don't care. But if I'm like, oh, I don't want to lose them, then I have the fear of losing them or lack or being abandoned, right? So there is that thinking going on in their noggin. Let's see what their feelings are here, though. I got the nine of um, hearts, the nine of cups. That's like emotional dream come true energy. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh my goodness. You do have the sun card. Here's the phoenix, but it's the brightness, the warmth, the sunshininess. It's very positive, two positive cards here out of the four that you got. There's also the sun card. There's this Leo energy, which is the inner child, which kind of takes us deeper into past life connection too, with the Six of Cups. So, again, they are sensing that emotional energy and they're feeling this draw, like my emotions feel like they're bigger than they really should be. And they are, because there's lifetimes of emotion, not just this lifetime. Now they do have their fears, with the Three of Swords. That's the fear of disappointment, fear of being hurt, which comes back to that. They've got this, I don't know, maybe abandonment issues, abandonment pain, and beliefs from earlier in their life. So either mom or dad, or you can even been a grandparent or someone that was important to them. Someone left or someone rejected them pretty harshly when they were younger, and that's has stuck with them all this time because it's still down there. They haven't brought it up and dealt with it. It's still there. Seven of coins, seven of pentacles is about the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. I was like, wow, look at that flame back there. Someone saying hi to you. That flame was like, could you see it in the background? I was like, wow. But the seven of pentacles is about patience and time, and I have to have time to trust and to grow. Um, into security to be more open. That's the kind of energy that's coming in. Oh, sorry, I wasn't following along here. Let me catch up, see what you said here. His attitude changed, so you're curious. It's nice but difficult. Yeah. Oh, right, right. So that is that energy, that's there, this fear of rejection. Now we know. Um, But, you are strong, you are a strong individual, you have confidence, and that is something that, you know, can be intimidating to other people. You're not intimidating, but they can be intimidated, especially when they have all these fears of abandonment from way before they ever met you. Um, so right now it just feels like they're just taking their time, and if you're like, you know what, if it is something you want, yeah, yeah, all that good stuff, right? You know, if he I mean, if you're wanting something with him, it's going to take time to grow that trust, grow that, um, vulnerability from them to open up. So, you know, it never hurts. I know one of my third relationship, I had to count. I had to think. My third relationship, they were like, you got a lot of trust issues, and if you don't go get them dealt with, if you don't go to therapy, we're not going to make it. And so I did. We didn't make it anyway. But it was 3 years that we were together, but uh, I still, uh, it was good because I needed that nudge, that threat. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. And I learned a lot about myself through therapy. So, anyway, so that's for that one, Moonlight. And tell him, I've got a good counselor I want you to go see. All right. Hey, Gene XO. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Shout out to other of my YouTube channel members. All right. So we will zip back to you here momentarily, but we are taking a detour to my emails because we've got a couple of donations over here. So first up, we have Amazing Grace. So thank you for your donation via the Cash app. All right. And I am glad I'm feeling much, much better as well. So thank you for that. You want to know what is going on with your finances and how can you make them better? All right. So let's take a look here. I'm just going to take a sip of my tea before we spill the tea on your finances. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Let's take a look here. So, step by step. Okay, and then it equals to those. Okay. So let's see, what do we got going on here? Well, I like that the energy on the bottom of the deck is the page of coins, the page of pentacles. So this tells me here, that there is possibility of growing your finances for sure when it comes to this. And you've got like two cards and two cards and two cards and then three cards. So I feel like it's step, 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 and then boom. And so we'll get more information here. So I like that bottom of the deck right away. Yes, that you can have some great finances and moving forward here. So up first, all right, so you've got the Judgment card here as the first step, and the Eight of Hearts, the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about taking an emotional inventory. And the Judgment card is about seeing things from a higher perspective, but this double X's on the bottom is really standing out for me here. So, one of the things that this is showing me here is I don't know if I've shared the 6 of Pentacles, um, episode from my, Take 10 with Zen. I'm just gonna throw it down here anyway, because this is good for anyone that if this resonates for. But the 6 of Pentacles is about when we're younger, right? We develop our sense of, um rate of exchange. Like, what do I have to give? Love, abundance, whatever, in order to receive. And as little children, we don't know a whole lot, right? We're just like, well, this seems okay. But generally, it's like someone who's important in our life, like, parents are usually the usual suspects, but we give them so much and we feel we get so little back because they're so busy. They're raising us and our other siblings and trying to maintain a relationship with themselves and with family and working and developing a future and paying the bills and blah blah blah. They don't have a whole lot to give, honestly, right? I mean, not to diss parents, because they didn't get it when they were younger either. No child ever gets this wonderful, abundant, all the unconditional love and unconditional attention, unconditional, you know, time and everything else, right? It's limited, and so we learn I have to give 1,000 coins to get one back. That's my rate of exchange. And what that does is it puts up forest fields that keeps finances away, that keeps love away. Whatever this rate of exchange impacted us, it keeps things at a distance. Well, that's what this Eight of Cups and this Judgment card talk about is because it's like there's this forgiveness with this judgment. I just feel like there's this, I don't know why the energy is coming through the judgment card like this, but seeing things from a higher perspective, forgiving these individuals, realizing that they did the best they could with what they knew and what they had then. And this Eight of Cups is taking an inventory of where my emotional energies invested, which means there's could be some old emotions that are pushed below the surface. That Six of Pentacles video that I just posted, it's a less than 10 minutes, I think, and it just gives a little way in how to balance those out. So that's one step you can do, is to clear out some old emotional energy that is impacting our ability to receive. So we have that. And then the next step, you got the Seven of Hearts and the Three of Coins. So Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of emotional energy that's flowing around here. The Three of Pentacles, I feel like, and your cards are coming out interesting, which of course, right? No kidding. You got to be unique, right? Amazing Grace. But these I feel like the Seven of Hearts is you're surrounded by a lot of loving people and a lot of people that want to help. And it's okay to ask for help, even if it's just to get through a moment. Um, or ask people for advice or, um, ask if, I mean, I just feel like there's a variety of things. Like if someone owes you money, it's okay to ask for it. If you want to try to sell something, that's okay to do that too, and um, even joint ventures together that you guys can combine some stuff together. And whether that's, I'm just seeing all this stuff like carpooling or, moving in together, or there's this different things. It's showing there's a lot of assistance that's around you, both in the physical world and the spiritual world too, of course. Um, and just to tack on top of that, there's we've got a great host of support, invisible support, that's just waiting for us to ask. They don't meddle in our life unless we ask of our own free will to do so. They really honor our power of choice. And, if even if I'm suffering financially or whatever, and I don't want to ask, but I'm like, surely they'll jump in to help. They're like, no, you told us, let me learn, and when I'm ready, if I need help, I'll ask for it. Don't help me unless I ask for it. That's what we all say before we come down here. And so it's like asking is an important piece of this too. So asking of creator, asking of um, the spiritual world, but also not being afraid to ask for support from the physical humans as well. Yeah, and this is being reinforced here a little bit. You got the Six of Heart, the Six of Cups is our childhood, energy that's in here. And the Eight of Spikes, the Eight of Swords is about letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve anymore. So there's the emotional things, but there's also some old mindsets that were created around those emotions. So it's about seeing things differently, changing our way of thinking about things. And we can mean by that is when I'm focusing, we're taught, we're growing up, focus on what's lacking, what's missing, fearing what we're not going to have or what's not in our lives. But outside of those old, out of balanced ways of thinking that has a forest filled up, the other thing that comes in is energy. And it's actually the another one of the videos, which is our energy focus. I'm just going to put that out here too. Because these are the two things that impact our ability to receive. One is when we have forest fields up from old belief systems that are below the surface. The other is what we're taught to focus on. And if I'm focusing on lack, focusing on missing, focusing on wanting, all that energy pushes abundance away because our energy is asking to experience more lack because I'm focusing on lack. So the attitude of gratitude, I know we hear it a lot, but it's an amazing thing because whatever we focus on, so if it's like, Creator, I would like more abundance. I ask once, they're smart, they have a great memory. I don't have to ask them every day because if I keep asking them for abundance, then that goes into lack, lower vibrational energy, right? But if I'm like, hey, I would really like some more abundance. And then we start gratitude. I'm so grateful for all this abundance I've had in the past. Think about all the things that you're grateful for that you've had that have come into your life. Gratitude, everything that you do have in your life right now. All that energy tells the universe, I am open and ready for more things to be grateful for to come in. And that expands and grows abundance. So those two videos are really good there. So and then we'll see what these are that come in here too. Hey, KZ or K's, I do see you. So you're not blocked. You're good. Just to put you at ease. So yeah, and I do see here we've got you got the page of spikes, which is new ways of thinking in a higher way, letting go of the seven of spikes. These are the old beliefs that used to, you know, that deceive us, that make us steal opportunities and steal that's the things we've talked about, the old ways of thinking, right, are out of balance, thinking we have to give so much to get so little. So it probably resonates with you that you're an overgiver. You always feel like you have to give more to everyone and all that. It's difficult to accept things from people, maybe if that resonates. But both of those equal the two of coins. And the two of coins is this balancing energy here of in the outside world, but it also, the two of pentacles is one of the cards that spirit uses for me to say that every moment we make choices, both in the story we put out, the emotions we're choosing, the energy we're putting forward, and my physical decisions. And all of that is, either higher vibration, like unconditional love and gratitude and laughter and peace, or lower vibrational fear. And it's basically saying whatever you focus on is what you draw to you. And it's great. I mean, I feel like this has been such an amazing learning opportunity because now you're going to be able just to make little adjustments and see big changes that come in because of it. So I like that for you, Amazing Grace. And that's what they have for you right now, my dear. So thank you so much for your donation. Let me just put the cards back in here. You're welcome, KZ. I want to call you KZ. All right. And then up next, we have here, let me just make sure here. Yes. You came in just right before Nelia there. So we have Sarah. You are up. Thank you so much for your donation. And You were asking how you can make new friends. You're going to college this year. All right. Boom, boom. So we will jump into that. And then after that, just to let everyone know where we're at, I'll be jumping to Nelia, Moonlight, back to Nelia, Nelia again. Let me just make sure here. Yep. And then Ms. K, you'll be up after that. And then I do have, let's see here, Maria via Z PayPal, and then KZ. So that is where we're at. KZ is okay. Okay. Thanks. All right. So let me take another sip here. All righty. So let's talk about here. Sarah, you want to know Spirit's advice on how you can make new friends. You're going to college. Ooh, exciting, right? So let's take a look here. All right. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. So we do want to those and those. Not those, but they want that one there. Okay. Ooh, and evidently that one. All right. So let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck here. So your energy starting off is a great one. It's 10 of coins. It's 10 of pentacles. So I really like that. Oh, you're studying horticulture. That is great. That's the herbs and plants and all that, right? Maybe I'm not. I might be totally off, but I like that. I like this 10 of coins. The 10 of pentacles is about full, abundant outside life. It's, friends and family and children and dogs. And I mean, it's a huge full life that comes in here. So I like that. I feel like they just want to start off saying, you have nothing to fear. You're going to have a full life. It's my partnership card. It's, like I said, children, the dog, the grandfather, the ancestors, the coin, the home, the palace, all of that. And I feel like they're just wanting you to know you don't have to worry. It's going to, uh, it's all in the cards already. I feel like there's a lot of faded things that are you already put in for before you came here. It's like when you go, if I've never done this myself, but I've heard like you can buy vacation packages like when you go on vacation and it's a hotel and the flight and the car and then also the luau and the horseback riding and the snorkeling and the glass bottom boat and then all the meals are included and this and that and then it just feels like before you came down here you're like, you know what, all these other lifetimes I've had, I've kind of flew by the seat of my pants and enjoyed the adventure. But this one, I want a lot of structure, and it's going to happen, and it is, and that's what they're saying here. That's funny. All right, let's see what else we have here. Yeah. So you have the King of Spikes, the King of Swords. They're the master of education. So with you going to college makes total sense with this card coming up because it means that you are going to meet friends there. You're going to find people that have the um, the same interests, and you're just going to click with people because you guys are going to have passion and excitement about things, right? And so I like that. I like that they're saying you don't even have to worry. You're just going to naturally make friends. Excuse me. There at school that are going to end up being friendships outside of school. So, it's just going to grow. Uh, it's like when you take the pressure off and you just know it. I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan. Um, I'm just thinking now of the little things that they put the muffs on their ears and so they didn't pass out. But what they're saying is that like there was this one that he I think it was when the prison of Azkaban one or whatever, because he was trying to rescue his godfather and then he thought his father rescued him because of this big energetic stag that was there, but come to find out, him and Hermione had gone back in time, and it was him that was doing it, and that him realizing that he had already done it gave him confidence to do it, and he just was able to do it. This is what I feel like with this 10 of coins they're giving you. They're going, "It's full, we see it already. You can just go with the flow, and it's gonna unfold," and I love that. So, just let it happen because it will, and I feel like school has a big way of doing that. Yeah, and you've got the queen of coins here, the queen of pentacles. So this is mother nature, mother nurture, birthing, abundance. And you've got a big heart, um, and you're a very giving person. You it's like you take care of people and you just have that huge heart, that mothering kind of energy that's there where I feel like if there was a study group, you would bring snacks because you're like, here, we need to make sure we're eating good, And I feel like just don't hold back. Allow yourself to be the nurturer. Allow yourself to do it in a loving way, right? Don't not the controlling mother, but the nurturing mother, and you can do that, right? Yes, snacks, right? So I'm like, there you go. So in doing that, and I like that. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, 8 of hearts. So, wow, you have had some really sucky friends in the past. Some really fickle people. is what is what your spirit guides are telling me. Because the 8 of hearts is leave behind those relationships that don't serve you anymore. Those that you've been investing energy in, where you invest 70, 80, 90% all the time, and they're only giving 10, 20, 30%. This is they're saying just do an emotional inventory of your relationships and going, you know what? These people, their actions weren't about you, that was about them. And and that's why I feel like they're saying leave those behind because when you're going into this, you know, this environment, this new environment, you're going to meet people of a different caliber and people that are like you and worthy of you. And I like that. And so they're saying just let those old emotions go, knowing that it wasn't about you, that was about what those people were going through. Um, and I like that. Then you have the Ace of Scepters, the Ace of Wands. So there is this new energy, this new I feel like you're like when you're going to college, you're not who you were before. And you know, that's the wonderful thing like when you start new classes or you start a new job or you start new places, you get to let the old beliefs of who you were and the old um reputations or whatever, all those old things go. And I just feel like with this ace of wands, you're becoming this new person and you're reinventing yourself and allowing yourself to shine and be. And I know at first it'll be a little, we're a little timid, whatever, but I feel like it's with this ace of wands, it's going to happen fast when it's unfolding there. So yeah, and especially with the magician. So you got the both of these right here, both the Ace of Wands and the Magician card, both powerful, um, divine masculine energy. Like you're stepping into the strength of who you are, going, you know what? I, even write down 10 things that you know are awesome about who you are, right? And just look at it and go, I believe this. And if people can't recognize it, then that's their problem, not mine. And if people can't recognize that, and if anyone ever says anything, does anything, they're just showing you how stupid they are, that they can't recognize your greatness, right? That's not arrogance. Arrogance is that I'm better than everyone else. I'm more awesome than everyone else. No, confidence is realizing who I am. And I just feel like there's this woof that comes in here that really steps in here. And I like this, really like this for you, Sarah. And then you have the Six of Spikes. Then you turn into a werewolf. I'm just kidding. Um, this is oh, how funny. I'll tell you something else here in a sec, but the Six of Spikes, the Six of Swords is leaving old ways of thinking behind, moving into new ways of thinking, which takes you from choppy waters to calmer waters, takes you into this wonderful balanced mental space. And I love that for you. And evidently, I watch a lot of movies and TV, but Spirit uses this, and so I don't know if you, watch the new series Wednesday, Wednesday Addams. She went to school, right? And her best friend that she got stuck in as a roommate with was a werewolf. And this is what they showed me right away. I just had a flash of them where they started off being such opposites, but they ended up being best of friends. And oops, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it. But I like that for you because I feel like that you are gonna meet individuals like that and that um you do. It's like they're kind of quirky, they're kind of different, but on the other side of it, you're like you become like best friends. So I love that for you. So I feel like they're saying you don't really have to do anything but be true to your authentic self. Be you. Allow yourself to be the nurturer. Um, let the old emotions go. Going, these people that were bullies or fickle and um, you know all that stuff when you were in high school and younger. They were in their own terror adventures, and you'll find in life a lot of bullies were being bullied at home, or they felt so out of control in places in their life that they were expressing things. And because of your huge heart, you of course um, were safe to pick on. You were safe to say things to because they knew you wouldn't beat them like maybe their parents did or someone else did, because of your huge heart and your energy. That's what happens with bright light. Attracts a lot of moths, but this is going to be different. You're going to attract a lot of light uh, when you go to school. So I love this for you, Sarah. Um, yeah, and that's what they have. I feel like I want to give you an Akashic Records Oracle card here too. I love that. You got the soul's whisper. It says, "Your soul is whispering its deepest desires and truths to you. In the quiet moments, listen closely. It's guiding you towards your authentic path." What did I just say a moment ago, right? That it's you just being true to the authentic you, the path just unfolds and it's in the books. It's You know, now you just get to live it. It's like, all designed and unfolding, and that's what your spirit guides are saying, so hopefully that helps, Sarah, and enjoy the snacks. Yes, snacks! Alright, and thank you again for your donation, I greatly appreciate that. Alrighty, many, many blessings. Enjoy college and horticulture. Okay. And hey, Darlise and at George. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And Aria, hey, sorry you snuck in, didn't see you there. So shout out to a couple of my other YouTube channel members. All right. So back to the top of the chat here, or higher place here in the chat. So, Nelia, you are up next for your first hot dog sticker. Thank you for your donation. And you wanted here a general reading on Maria. Will she call you anytime soon to talk and reconcile? If so, when? Any advice Spirit wants to give you? All right. I tell you, I think the last time I read your question about Maria, I had the sound of music, you know, when they had the song about Maria. What are we going to do about Maria? All right, let's take a look here. So, general reading on Maria here, Nelia. Good to see you. All right, and I want here. This is Firestarter, right? Firestarter sister. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So, bottom of the deck, you do have the Nine of Hearts, which is about feeling emotionally full and overflowing. You also have the World card on the bottom, which is an ending of an old cycle, beginning of a new adventure. Page of Coins, too, underneath there, which is about a new opportunity opening up, and the Wheel of Fortune under that. So all of these together, they just wanted me to show all this that things are going to work out, um, and there will be reconciliation, um, and we'll get more in detail in here. That's just the bottom of the deck. So I feel like they're just wanting you to know generally with it all. Yeah, you know, um, eventually they'll cool off, they'll get over it, and then you guys will come back together and hash things out over time. But let's take a look here and see what else they want you to know here because yeah, we got the 4 of coins, which is the home, the 10 of coins, which is the abundance, fullness of life, family, everything like that too. And um and I feel like this is a piece of advice because the 4 of coins can represent like the home and I don't know if you wanna I know, like you said, parking's difficult over at your place, especially on a holiday, different things like that. So maybe, um, it's choosing a day for everybody to come over and arranging a way where there's parking, or if you have a clubhouse, if it's like a condo or something, if you have like a party room you can rent or something like that where um have like a gathering, a get together, and invite her. And I feel like that's something for later, but it's something to start considering of going, you know what? Maybe I will, have a like a get together and just say it's impossible for this other thing. But this is something that I can work out as long as it's, not on a holiday, there's some parking, or you can carpool over or something. But, I just feel like there's something in regards to that, kind of a gathering at a home, and maybe it is your home. Yeah, and I feel here with the Empress, we've got this, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture energy. The vehicle here, this is the Chariot, which is the power of choice. And something that I feel like Spirit's advice that they wanna give you regarding this, uh, situation is everyone gets to choose their stories, their emotions, their energy, their actions. You can't control theirs, and you're not responsible for their choices either. Yeah, we can make it easier or harder, but one of the big things is if I don't get what I want and I give people hell when I don't get my way, I'm trying to manipulate people into doing what I'm doing, either by acting sad or bullying or rejection. Those usually it's that way. Oh, you're not going to do what I want you to do. Why won't you do what I want you to do? Fine. Psh. Yeah, that's usually the progression of manipulation. And the cold treatment is part of the manipulation. And I like what Spirit is saying here is realize that This isn't, you're not at fault for her emotions and her feelings. And, it's very important for you to honor your power of choice, that you get to control the story that you're putting around the situation, how you're feeling about it, the emotions you're feeling, right? You don't need to feel guilty unless you want to feel guilt for a while. But when you're done, you don't have to. It's um, a choice, right? And the energy you're putting forward. So the way you approach this, they're saying, doesn't have to be groveling and begging for forgiveness and I promise I'll always do everything you want ever again in the future. This is about, you being an empress and going, I understand where you're coming from, and I'm so sorry that, me doing this, um, you know, caused you, to be upset. And that's the last thing I want to do. But, just know it's like the Ho'oponopono, right? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you, right? It's about reconciliation. It's about correcting situations, taking responsibility for everything that I'm doing in my life, but realizing everyone's connected, right? That's a big thing of the Ho'oponopono prayer. Um, and I just feel like that's the kind of energy they're looking at approaching with all this. Yeah, and they are saying here, here's the queen of spikes. The once the fire starter balances the head and the heart, then the knight of spikes, the knight of swords, the communication happens. So I don't even feel like they're saying eventually they will calm down and then things will work out some way somehow. Or you can initiate if you want it to be sooner, but don't do it out of guilt, do it out of love, right? Um, is what I really feels coming in here. Yeah. And you got the wisdom king that comes in here too, which the wisdom king is, this is the Hierophant. It's your higher self calling you to see things from a different perspective. And knowing that this situation that unfolded happened for you so that you could see your strength, so that you could see your power of choice, and that you can, see the manipulation that might be a repetitive pattern in her life, I believe so, but also that has been uh, uh, done to you in your life from other people, maybe even other family members, maybe even mom, but there's this, energy of learning and growing through this so that you can not, yell at people, no, I'm not going to do what you want, but realizing that you have the power to say no, and that it's such an important power because we fear saying no because of punishment, being punished for saying no to someone. But if that's what someone wants to do, then, you know, and you've tried to reach out. You think you said you texted and they won't answer and whatever. It's like, well, you know, then you can analyze and go, is that worth my energy? No, I'm going to nurture myself and focus my energy on me and my journey, my choices, because I can't control theirs. So hopefully that helps a little bit there, Nelia. Let me see here. Wasn't paying attention. Let me see down here. I'm so sorry. I get caught up in the reading and I sometimes follow along, but yeah. I don't like family drama, right? I think it's spirit that has a good memory. Yay! I'm so glad. Good, good, good. So glad this is helpful. All right. So thank you for that donation. I know you have a couple more, so we will zip back down to those here in a moment. But we're gonna bounce back to Moonlight. So Moonlight, thank you for your second donation, your game over sticker. And let's see here. A general reading for the rest of January. Let me make sure I didn't skip anyone. Did I skip anyone? Nope. Okay. It was Moonlight. I was afraid I was going to skip because your Nelia's message was past you. So, all right. So let's take a look here. Of course, if you'd like, if you haven't checked out your 2025 energy forecast, also the solstice readings are for, you know, the 3 months all the way up to March 20th. So if you haven't checked those out, be sure you can get some more information on the energies of this year and of this quarter as well. All right. So, general reading for the rest of January. Got that one, and they want that one there. Okay. Nice. All right. So you've got the Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups. Very, very empathic individual. Very in connection with their psychic gifts. And so this tells me for the remainder of January, you have a really heightened sense of your connection to spirit. So trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust where your heart is drawing you, of course. You know, with a screen name like Moonlight, I'm sure you are very aware of your moon energy, and that connection to spirit. So definitely it's enhanced though. So I feel like, there's something with the North Node is going into Pisces here over the next 3 days, and which takes us into a whole new whoosh, wow, because Pisces is like a huge connection to the spirit world. So I feel like you are being very influenced by that energy. So just be awares of it. Also, wow, you got the King of Spikes, who's the ruler, the master of higher wisdom, and then also the 10 of scepters, the 10 of wands. There is a lot, it feels like here, because this combination of this energy together is, uh, I don't want to call it a warning, just an awareness of getting caught up in your head, of overthinking, investing a lot of energy into thinking about things. That's why I feel like you got the Queen of Hearts coming out. Trust your gut, trust your instinct. Your mind might take you off into all this worry and over planning, overthinking, over researching. And I feel like they're saying, just trust your gut. You know, it'll save you a lot of mental stress and a lot of mental and energy being invested when it doesn't have to be. Let's see if we anything about. Yeah, you got the Knight of Spikes, movement of thought and emotion and mindset, seeing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. So rather than having our mind be the first thing we go to, which can revert to small t truths that are rooted in fear, we go into our heart first, close our eyes, open our heart, see things from a higher perspective, a capital T truth, and then we bring it down and open our eyes and apply this new information and this new way of approaching things. So I like this. If you're also wanting to learn something, this is very supported here because it's opening of the mind and movement of thought as well. So um, rather than invest energy in overthinking, if you want to pour it into learning, that energy would more suit you and more benefit you. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. You got the Ace of Hearts. So a lot of self-love enhancement that's coming in here, fulling, uh, filling up and overflowing. But there's this, again, this learning something that makes your heart sing, like something you've always wanted to learn. I feel they're nudging you, some sort of hobby or some sort of modality, something like that. If it's like, I wanted to learn how to crochet, well, do it. You're going to have the mentality and the energy and the support for this. But it's something that your heart wants, not something that makes sense. It's something I'm doing for the joy of it, I feel is very indicated here. And then you have the Five of Hearts. Yeah. And I like this, the Trojan horse, the secret stuff that's on the inside, letting it out and um, breaking free from these chains. And the Two of Cups on the bottom is this emotional choice that gets your heart and emotions moving. So I definitely feel like there is this, um, you know, um, investing in yourself, allowing yourself to learn something and take the time to learn it, whether it's a cuisine course or, like I said, a modality that you wanted to learn, or some sort of art and craft that you've always wanted to be able to do. And it's about investing in you and giving yourself the time and the space to do that and allowing creativity to flow in that manner. So I like that for you, Moonlight. And that's what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you. Thank you again for your second donation. And I think you were headed off here. If you fall asleep, oh, you are so very welcome. Thank you for your kind words. Take care. Sleep tight. See you on the ethereal. All right. So thank you again, Moonlight. All right. And then Nelia, we are circling back to you. So we've got your stickers. So thank you for that. And you want to know, why is Adriana telling your brother not to tell anyone that he is visiting baby Nora? What are Adriana's intentions and thoughts? Ooh, shenanigans. Let's take a look here. So I'm just going to take a sip here. Okie dokie. So let's take a look here. Okay. So they went to this one first. These, I don't know what those are. We'll have those over there. Alrighty, so let's see. Why is she telling them, don't tell anybody you're visiting baby Nora? And what are their intentions and thoughts? All right, well, we got the Nine of Spikes, Nine of Swords, fear, 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 fear. So that makes sense, because it's like, I don't want people to think the wrong thing, and I don't want my family, and I don't want them people to get upset, and I don't want that da da and blah 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 and da da da. I just feel like there's they're afraid of what people will think and disappointing people, and I feel like there's people that are telling her that, you know, w- um, like, you shouldn't be around him, and you shouldn't get blah 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 blah. There's like very bullyish type of people in her life that she's afraid of, um, them getting mad that she's letting him see baby Nora. So it's out of fear of these bullies, of these monsters in her life that are rah, 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 rah. Let's see what else. Yeah, the Four of Spikes. She's like, peace of mind. It's just better if people don't know, because then it won't it doesn't upset, it doesn't upset the monsters, and I don't, get people sticking their nose in my business, and um it's just that. So I don't feel like, well, I'll see what these other cards are. I don't feel like there's these, evil intentions or thoughts yet. Yeah, 10 of coins. And 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles is like a partnership and a fullness of life kind of card that's here. And Um, okay, well, maybe I was going to say, I feel like maybe family is helping her a little bit, and if she fears and feels that if they found out that they're coming around, that they're like, well, then we don't need to help you. Then have him help you, you know, kind of thing. Um, if that's the energy that's there, but it's like, because it's like there's coin with mama taking care of the cub, but if they think that she's getting support somewhere else, then they're like, well, then we don't need to help you, because maybe she's saying like, I'm not getting help anywhere, and so she's getting people from different places helping her, when really she's getting like double the assistance, you kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? And then they have the 7 of spikes. There is deception, there is lying, there is secrets that are there. Um, and that's they want to keep it a secret that they're coming by to visit the baby. Because I don't know if he's just visiting the baby. Yeah. Queen of Hearts. She's very sensitive. She definitely has a huge heart, and she does fear not having enough, and so I feel like she doesn't want to lose the support that she's getting. Let's see what else we have here too. Yeah, and these 3 cards kind of just reinforce it. She's afraid of conflict. She likes to avoid conflict, but there's also the coin, the page of coins, and the temperance, the balancing, the patience of things. But this temperance is really balance, balance, balance. So those 3 cards are kinda just reinforcing that what I was saying there. It's more of a validation, confirmation that it's more, she doesn't like to be bullied. She's avoids conflict, um, very sensitive, um, and, but fears not having enough. So if he's coming over and visiting and helping, bringing any money, bringing any, stuff, she doesn't want anyone else to know about it because they'll feel like they'll stop. But she's not sure how your brother will continue to bring stuff, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm picking up with those cards, Nelly. Hopefully that resonates. Um, Yeah, this year's off to a great start. Woohoo! All right. All right. So that is they have for that one. And then you have a third one there. So thank you for your multiple donations, Nelia. This is the sunglass emoji here. And like a general reading and anything new and exciting coming your way. I know, right? What more could you want, right? All this exciting stuff going on in your life. All right. Let me just make sure there wasn't anything else here. Okay. So let's take a look here. All righty. So what else? What exciting and new do you want to tell you to be aware of here? Okay. Boom, boom, and boom. So 3 things. And that's kind of a result here. Yeah. All right. So number 1 here, we got the page of spikes. So really there's this um I mean, this year is a great year of awareness, a great year of taking you to a new level. I mean, we've got the 9 of spikes and the 4 of spikes on the bottom. So when I saw those, because I just put them back in the deck and here they end up coming back out. But that's 9 of spikes is the ending of fears and the balance of peace of mind. And with this page of spikes coming in, I mean, you got all this thinking energy. I really feel like if you thought last year you made leaps and bounds and in your awareness and your thinking and your approach to stuff, I feel like this year is going to be a huge year of change of perspective. That really goes with the astrology. This year is a huge year of turning inward. If you thought a few years ago where this is a year of really getting to know the true you and stepping into your power, and a lot of awareness, a lot of just higher perspective on so many different things and different people in your life, where there's just like this understanding where you just start to, and it happens like and it just kind of hits you like a aha moments where you'll recognize situations that used to freak you out, and then you realize, I'm not freaking out. In fact, I'm not taking someone else's actions personally. I'm actually going, oh, I bet this is going on in their life. And you're kind of reaching out with your psychic ability, right? With your spiritual ability, with your empathic ability. And you're realizing, oh, that's what's going on with them. And so the reactions are dropping, 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 and you're responding. Reactions are like an emotional response of like, oh, I couldn't help myself. I had these feelings, I had these thoughts. Responding is being aware, and as you start to feel emotions rise, they don't, and they kind of just drift back away. And I feel like this is a big year of that happening for you. Wow, I love that. Yeah. And this definitely is a year of you getting to know spirit and your higher self in deep, deep ways. You got the 3 of Cups, which represents spiritual posse, and the Judgment card is your higher self calling you to see things from a different perspective. In fact, you might even find something going on in your life where you kind of feel like you're drawn into doing something unique and different in your life because it's like the old ways just don't satisfy you anymore. Um, the old dreams don't satisfy you anymore. I just feel like you're having a nice change of perspective, and this relationship is just growing and growing and growing with spirit. Yeah, 10 of Hearts. Joy overflowing. I like that because that starts from the love on the inside. You fill up, then it's just overflowing out to the world. So, with all this communication with spirit, seeing things from a higher perspective, you really are learning and connecting deeper and deeper and deeper with your unconditional love for yourself. And I just feel like you're really, by the end of the year, you're not going to recognize who you are anymore. You know, it's like you're going to make such leaps and bounds this year with all these cards coming in. Yeah. You know, you do have the hermit energy again. That's, you know, spending time going inward and upward. And with that 3 of Scepters, 3 of Wands, this is about a change of direction in your life with new information and new awareness that you glean this year. You actually do end up changing direction in your life. But it's you choosing to go different directions, different, I don't know. I mean, whether it could be all sorts of stuff, whether you're moving somewhere or changing careers or focus or, what you're doing. And, but it definitely feels like there's this significant, it's like I saw you're breaking away from the chains that bind you, like this dog here. It's like, and the 7 of Spheres, the 7 of Wands is all about being true to yourself, not dimming your light for anyone, shining bright, not asking permission to shine, and being you. And I really feel like this, you've done so much this last year, but this year is like, if you took 1 step forward last year, you're taking 10 steps forward this year, and it just feels like you're primed and ready for it, and all the energy of the planets is supporting you in it too. So I like it. I like it. I like it for you, Nelia. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Oh, righty, righty. Thank you for all your donations there. All right. So, just to give everyone a heads up where we're at right now. So, I've got Miss K next, and then we jump over to Maria, and then to KZ, and then to Happy Pill. So, not too many more left there. Why? I only got about half an hour left. Um, I'm not sure I will get to a ton of free readings tonight. So, because after this, I will complete my YouTube channel members. So, if I don't get to you tonight, biggest apologies. I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow night. And then on Sundays, too. Sundays is different in that whatever readings I don't get to in my 2 hour session, I always come back on and complete all the readings. I just, I'm still recovering from being sick. So I don't want to push my energy and then be out again for days. Um, but I don't um, come back on for the free readings um, on normally on Fridays and Saturdays. But I try to get to them. So my apologies if you guys are waiting. Okay, let's take a look here. So Miss K, thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. And want to know, what is your Taurus coworker who you hang out with? What are their thoughts and feelings about you? Ooh, all right, the Taurus. So let's take a look. See here. So the Taurus. So what are their thoughts? What are their feelings? What else do you need to know here? I just feel like I want to get nosy here, Miss K. All right. So let's take a look here. So this is the inside the world of this Taurus's brain, right? And their heart. So we're going into foreign territory. We don't know what's going on in there. All right. So, Taurus thoughts towards you. Well, we've got the seven of scepters, the seven of wands. And that is this energy of, and I was talking about it being, they have this desire to be true to their authentic self, and they don't want to dim their light. They don't want to have to ask permission or explain themselves or defend themselves. And the nine of swords here, the nine of spikes, represents, they've got these fears that of someone trying to control them, someone trying to, it's like the bull, right? They're the Taurus bull. Someone trying to put the bull in a pen, control them, not let them run around on the pasture free, because they've had a lot of people try to do that. And so these thoughts that are not specifically about you, but they've been sparked because of this, which tells me, we'll look at the emotions and this other energy that's here too. But what that tells me, Miss K, is that they wouldn't care about it if they weren't attracted to you, because then they wouldn't even be worried about it, right? That wouldn't be triggering here if they didn't think, oh, there's interest here and I'm interested, right? So, but they've got these little triggers firing, going, oh no, no, no. I don't want to be trapped. I want to be trapped. I want to be trapped. I don't want to be disappointing. I don't want to disappoint someone. Oh no, no, no. So they got all these fears that are bouncing around in there because they are a very strong individual, and they don't like to be controlled. They don't like to be, you know, um, told who they're not being specifically, because that's that disappointing fear that comes in there, right? So that is what their thinking is there. And then their feelings are here. All right. So we got the Four of Hearts. And then also, which is the Four of Cups. And then the Three of Scepters, the Three of Wands. So this is, emotionally, they're also realizing that you're different. And that's not in a diss. That's not a diss. It's because the Four of Cups, you'll see someone who is like bored with the 3 cups. They're just like, I'm tired of finding the same type of people all the time, and I'm ready to find someone different and unique, and that's not like other people because it always ends up the same. And they see that you're different, and that, so that's the good thing, right? And that 3 of Wands is about taking a different direction. Instead of keep going the same old way that they always do, their emotions want to go a different direction with you. And I like that. I like this um, upgrade feeling that they have about you. That you're like, you're not, you're not the average bear. You're Yogi. Hey, boo boo, right? So, I like that kind of energy coming in here. I want to get into these other Snoopy cards here. So let's see what else we have going on here. So let's see. They want me to go in reverse order here. All right. So let's take a look. What else do we have happening here? Yeah. So they've got the 8 of Coins, which 8 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Scepters, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a lot of um, passion, movement, a lot of energy. The 8 of Coins is kind of like an apprentice becoming a master. So it does represent transformation and growth. And I feel like okay, so this makes sense with the 4 of Cups. Because I'm seeing here that they've shown passion before in relationships and people, and but not really opened up heart. And because they didn't have a lot of self-love, and I feel like they've been doing a lot of inner work working on their self-love, because I feel like they have, whereas before they didn't really have the capacity to give love in a great scale. I feel like they have the capacity and now they want to be able to do that. Whereas before it was mainly passion and replacing love before, but they want to, that this is that they want something different, and they can see that you're different. You're not like the others that he's dated or hung around or has known. Can just sense it, right? Let's see what he sees here. Yeah, I was going to see, what does he see different in you? Well, you got the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Spikes. So the Queen of Hearts, all queens get a second portion of cups, right? And so the Queen of Hearts rolls over cups, get a second portion. Someone very emotional, someone very empathic, someone very ability to give a lot of love. But you also have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Spikes, who balances the head and the heart. So this is when, like, um, I don't know, they're showing me um, examples of my mom and some of my aunts uh, in relation to you, and they they were they were tough women. Um, they were very resilient and had to be strong through a lot of things. So there's this strength that's there. There's a tenderness, because they can be open and vulnerable, but they also have this strength that they have that's right alongside it. And that's what I feel is so different, because they're seeing you as someone not so much like tomboyish, but it would be like you could have been a tomboy when you were younger, um, because you weren't afraid to do things and do all this kind of stuff. And I feel like that's the kind of strength that's there, and that's kind of how they see you and perceive you with that, if that makes sense. You also have the Ace of Spikes, which is communication, the ability to communicate and the ability to talk. Like, I feel like you guys could, like, you could relate and talk for hours and hours and hours and hours. And the Queen of Swords too is a card of compatibility where I feel they really see you as someone like, wow, you would probably enjoy going to a baseball game with me, where, others would do it because they're like, and they'd spend their whole time on their phone, and but you would engage and not that you would stand up and spit and cuss, but maybe, but he sees you as someone that's very compatible to them. So I like that for you, Miss K. So hopefully that resonates for you. But that is what they have for you, my dear. And thank you again for your donation. All right. Yeah, Maria, I did get your donation. In fact, you're up next. You had your donation come in right after Miss K. So you will be up next, my dear. And then we'll have KZ and then Happy Pill. And those will be my the ones coming up. All right. So, Maria, thank you so much for your donation. And thanks for your reading request as well. I'm glad you enjoyed their messages. So let's take a look here and see where we are at. So, as sand through the glass, so are the days of our lives. Yeah, there you go. Passion season. There you go. I know, right? Personal readings. You guys think these readings go deep, right? Those readings go, whoa. All right. So, Walter's thoughts and feelings towards you tonight. So let's see. Walter's thoughts, sorry, are first, then feelings. And then anything he's thinking, especially about you today. Okay. One. All right. And when are you hanging out again? Hanging. And then anything you can do to even better your connection. All right. All right. 1 and 2. All right. So let's take a look here. What do we got going on here? So his thoughts of you this evening. All right. Sorry, we've got the King of Spheres, the King of Wands. That is passionate energy. Um, you know, I'm trying to think of a nice, because it's not just, they're not just like, oh, like a dog that wants to hump someone's leg, right? But they have this passion and this desire to be with you, because they like the just it feels, the two of coins. It feels like the world stops when you guys are just together alone, you know, naked to the world. But it's just that, safe little, feels like a cocoon. And that's what they're thinking about right now. And then what is he feeling? Got the 3 of coins. 3 of pentacles. There are these feelings about being true to their authentic self, and so I like this. Like, how do I say? Rabbits. That's funny. um, but there's this energy that comes in with that of just I don't know, this and this is a good way to say it. I can be myself with you. And I like that. I can be true to my authentic self. I can be myself with you. And so those are the thoughts and feelings that are coming in, is that I don't have to pretend. I don't have to be anything else. Right. Yeah. Right. Rabbits. Right. Whoa. So I like that energy. Faith and love. No, I haven't gotten to any of the free readings yet. So I haven't got to yours yet. So anything is thinking especially of you today, you got the King of Coins. And this is, again, this feeling of fullness and abundance. wholeness, completeness that that it is, and I feel like they're just thinking about it and going, I've I've got it made in my life. My life is full, and you just help it be that. And I'm reminded of a when I asked someone when they met someone, and um, we had been talking a long time, and about love and self-love and all that, and so it was kind of this aha moment because we were driving somewhere, and he was like, I met someone, and I'm like, oh, you did? I go, so, and they're like, only way I can explain it is they make it an easier choice for me to choose to be happy. And I'm like, I was like, wow, look at how far they came. And it was beautiful because that's what he's kind of feeling is like, they're just like, you make it easy for me to choose to be happy. You make it easier for me to choose to be happy instead of more difficult, right? Isn't that beautiful, faith and love? It's just like, wow. Because no one can, I can only choose to be happy or not. No one can make me happy or not. But just the realization that, you know, they make it easier instead of harder. So I like that for you. Oh, boo boo boo. All right. Then when are you hanging out again? I feel like you have two. You got the six of coins and the justice card. Balance, balance. Well, both of these are balancing energy. I almost feel like this is midweek, so I almost feel like Wednesday. Um, Wednesday? Because it feels like it's you know, it's all about the scales and being in the middle, right? Um, so I feel like Wednesday is a day that's here, specifically. It may not be the only day, um, but um, I feel like the middle of the week. And anything that you can do to even better your connection. Yeah, I knew it was going to be here. Kind of what we talked about in your other reading. The Knight of Hearts, the Knight of Cups, the pursuit, questing after the Ace of Cups, your self-love, right? Um, the so, because we know that every relationship we have with everyone else is a reflection of our self-love. And the more I expand my self-love and the more I raise that up, then the more love I'm able to give and receive, right? So that is uh, what they're saying that you can do to even better your connection. The Ace of Spikes, the Ace of Swords, this is also about learning communication and how to communicate um, can help too. Um, you know, I don't know if anyone, I don't know if you're on Instagram or anyone else is on Instagram. There's this great guy that's on there. Let me find his handle here. Um, because come on, where's my oh, here it is. The menu was taking forever to show up here. I just saved something from him here. His name is Jefferson, Jeffefferson, then underscore Fisher, Fisher. And that's what he looks like if you see him. But I think he's a lawyer. I found out, I think. But he great tips on communication, right? And yeah, yeah, communication. You're funny. Just a guessing, but it's about how to communicate things, how to ask things, and good questions. So he's a great great communicator, and so I highly recommend him. I learned a lot from his little short videos, um, and they're short and boom, 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 to the point, and it's like, all right. So something to do with that too is helpful. So that is what they have for you, my dear. So many, many blessings to you. Thank you again for your definition, your donation. Um, so that is what we have. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see. I've got 8 minutes before I have to get to my other session. So I'm gonna see here. Maybe I'll be able to get both KZ and Happy Pill. We'll see here. I might be pushing it, but for everyone else, for my YouTube channel members, for your free readings, I will come back after my Praying Mantis session to finish you guys out because that's part of your membership. For all the other free readings, not going to be able to get to any of those this evening. My apologies. I really wish I could um, finish out all readings, but I don't. I have to balance my energies. But I will be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. if you'd like to join me then, or tomorrow night as well. But for sure, Sunday, if you are like, I don't want to keep trying, come back on Sunday. I always make sure to get everyone messages by the end of day on Sunday if you put your questions in the chat there. So, biggest apologies if you guys been hanging out trying to get the free reading there. All right, so KZ, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like and celebrate your 10th super on a live stream. So thank you, thank you. And your question is what the outcome of the situation at work is going to be. You and this guy named Kenyon had a dispute. A girl named Michelle witnessed it. Me and her wrote a statement. What will happen with this situation at work? All right. Yeah, let's take a look here, KZ. See what is going to happen here. So, what is this outcome based on current energies going on between here? All right, got 1 and 2, and this one, and this one as well. All right. So, the bottom of the deck here, you do have the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest moving knight. So it probably feels like it's taking forever, right? So it does feel like it's going like, actually, I'm doing you right now, KZ. Perfect timing. So I feel like it's being drawn out and it's taking a little bit of time, and it's like, oh my God, what's taking so long? So it does feel like it's dragging out longer than, of course, we would like. But it's taking time. Let's see what the result here is, though. Well, I feel it's like it's going to be worth the wait for you. You have the 9 of Coins, the 9 of Pentacles that's coming in here. That is abundance. That is this feeling of, you know, I mean, it is. It's a feeling. It's a great card of abundance. It's a positive outcome. We'll put it that way. Let's just get to the point, right? So, very much a positive outcome. You have the King of Hearts too. So, I really like this. Oh, it's only been 2 days. Probably still feels like forever, right? But the King of Hearts is the balance between the head and the heart. So, I feel like you feel like it ends up being, let's say, copacetic. It's not a word I usually use, but it's like, okay, yeah, I'm good with it, both in my mind and my heart. The outcome that comes out here, yeah, the 6 of Coins. It feels like it comes out balanced. That comes in here, so it is for the benefit of both. So I feel like you both understand and things end up, it's like the 2 of Hearts, you guys end up getting married. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, hell no. um but I feel like they, rather than punish and do all this, they just want to heal the relationships and to have a good working relationship. So it doesn't feel like there's anything drastic that happens. I feel like they're balanced. They just want to make sure everyone comes out of it whole, and that um, it doesn't happen again in the future. And they really put some structure around it, it feels like, but it feels very balanced and very okay, right? I don't feel like you guys will. I feel like they're going to, you know, um, unless you want to get fired, because there's this energy here of you feel like great about it. So if you're like, I want to get out of there anyway, fire me. I'll get unemployment. But no, but it feels very, very balanced and very um, you know, it doesn't feel like anyone does get fired, or I feel like if anything, there's just they're making things very clear on you know if they were the one that it sounds like they were the one that was kind of at fault. um and I feel like that they'll just put restrictions in place, and if it happens again, you are gone, kind of thing for them. Because even on the bottom, they had this. Normally, the tower would be them being blasted out, but it was upside down, which I normally don't read reversals, but that really stood out as being like, yeah, there's no lightning bolt and someone getting blasted out, but I do feel like, they do make sure everyone feels okay with this is the step that we're going to take, and but no one's getting fired. Just you guys need to get along, and if it doesn't, then you won't have to get along anymore. If that makes sense. So that's what's coming in for you there, my dear. So hang in there, and thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that very much. And happy pill. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to um come back for you. uh I was hoping I would get in there, but I don't think I'm going to have time because I need to grab some print screens here too. So you will be up first when I get back, Happy Pill. We will dive deeper. And then all of my YouTube channel members, for your free readings, I will also come back and grab those. So let me grab those real quick here. We got Nalia for your free reading. So I got that one. Let me see here. Johanna, we already answered. Okay, we did that one. We did that one. Boom, boom, boom. We did that one. Okay, we did that one. And that one. Okay, and then here, Moonlight is your free question. Let me grab that one. Okay. Okay. We did those. Sorry, I have to. It's a lot of green. I don't want to lose someone because I know I missed I think I missed yours, Faith and Love, before. I'm not gonna do that again. So I'm going slower. Okay. Did that one. Right. And then Gene XO, I see yours. Let's grab that. Okay. Okay. Did that one. And then Aria, I see you. Okay. And then Darlene, you wanted a reading. Let's see, general reading. Okay, I got you there. Okay. And did that one. That one's so sorry. We have a lot of them here today. And then Faith and Love. Did I miss your question up above? Oh, I'm so glad that channel helped you. So did I miss you? What's your question? Was it up? Oh, will see choose. I almost missed it again. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we'll see choose a romantic future with you. What is it? Are they trying to hide it from you? I don't know. Okay. But I got it. Yay. Um um no, Amazing Grace. So the only free ones I'm coming back to complete um are my YouTube channel members, the peoples whose names are in green with the little ones. It's part of their monthly membership, and I have one donation coming back for. So for the other ones, I'm not getting to any of the other free readings tonight. Um, so my apologies to all of you that were there, and I will come back. I'll be back tomorrow and 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and tomorrow night 6 p.m. Mountain Time for more free readings. But Sunday, I definitely always come back on to complete all the free readings. So you guys can continue to try for the next 2 days. I mean, next two sessions on Saturday, but Sunday definitely. If you're going to be able to make one, then make that one, and I'll make sure everyone gets a message from Spirit before um, the end of the day. So I am 3 minutes late, and my Praying Mantis members are so generous they'll forgive me, but I don't want to take advantage of them. So I'm gonna head over and thank you guys again for all the love and support and all your patience. And so grateful that we're all on this journey together. And remember, as we're on this journey, that every second of every day of our lives, we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the cosmic father, the cosmic mother, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.